Hello friends, thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about clarinets. So let's just jump right on into it. We have a bent side key and the spring is gone from the AD ring key, and of course there's no pad and this is rusted. Looks like we have a problem with the A flat A. The trill key, there's no pad, and the spring, I have disabled the spring so it doesn't work. And the register key has no pad. So let's see if we can get this taken care of real quick. The easiest thing is that you have a replacement pad. One thing about bladder pads is that you have to perforate the side. So I carry a little straight pin in my Swiss Army knife to take care of that. Now, from here, as with any pad, easy pad replacement, you would take contact cement or the micro cement that they sell, something like that, and you would put this on, and you would put the pad in the cup, right? Okay, so that's fine, but let's say we don't have any of that. Okay, so what are we going to do? You're going to put this pad in the cup and you're going to squeeze it down. Now, of course, that's not going to hold, right? Because it's just not. You have to have glue on the pad. So we're going to take some Teflon tape and my favorite scissors. And we're going to cut a piece. And what you would do in this case is put the tape under the key, right? Much like we did with the water keys. And you would wrap this around itself so that it holds in. This will keep it in place and will create a seal for that. Let's see if we can get a shot of how that looks. Okay. The other thing about why did I perforate that is because a bladder pad, when it gets moisture on it, is going to swell and the cotton inside. And if it swells and it has no place to go, then it just, you've seen the pads that look like a marshmallow, right? And that's what it looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this trill key problem. So we've used the last of our pads, right? Okay, so we're going to do the trick with our putty. We're going to make our putty into a 9.5 millimeter pad. We're going to take this. I'm going to go in a different direction today. Let's do this. Maybe this might be a little easier in the long run. See, I learn just as much every time I do these when I'm showing folks. So this time I'm going to take the Teflon tape and go ahead and lay it down. And then I'm going to lift this up and see if that will help us out. Okay, so what we're going to do is make our pad like that and mash that down. This doesn't close like it should. So the bands, the hair bands, what we're going to do is we're going to put a band over this, right, and go to here. But if we just knock this one down and we put it over the register key, we won't be able to use the register key. So what we're going to want to do is come over the body, lift the register key, and put the band under it. And then go over the top with this key. So our register key, hold on. Okay, so the register key still functions. And now it pulls the trill key back down. Okay, so now we have to move on with this guy that's rusted. Years later, rusted. Let's make a pad. We're going to get him installed like so, right? Okay. Now, the big thing, now that we have him closed up, his spring won't work because the rod is rusted. And this happens a lot with an instrument that's been rained on or in the field, set down in the grass, which is a common thing nowadays as part of the marching shows. Our big black hairband. So we're going to take this and loop it around 3 or 4 times. And we're actually going to bring the band across. See there? We want to keep this closed. And then if it is cracked open, it will close back down. See, we're bringing the band across itself. So it's going to be a stiffer action, but the key will actually function and close back up. Okay? Now we need to take care of the AD ring key. Spring into action on the poly bands. We're going to open the AD ring key up, and we're going to loop this back behind here onto this post. And now the AD ring key works. Okay, we're getting close. Key obviously is not closing because its progress has been impeded. So we're going to take the pliers. When you bend keys, one thing that you want to keep in mind is to flex. Don't use dead pressure. Use a flexing motion to bending your keys. Okay. So now the B flat, side B flat closes. Okay. So we ought to be getting close, right? I hear air coming out. It's a dead giveaway. First thing to check, A flat to A adjustment. Notice this? Look, check this out, see? There's no lost motion between the A flat and the A. A lot of people will take this screw and screw it down. When the player says, my clarinet won't play or will play only high notes, this is the very first thing that we check. So we're going to back this off. Okay, now check this out. Let's see if I can get this close. Can you see how the A key makes a motion before it engages the A flat? And we want that to happen. Remember when I was talking about the swelling of the bladder pads when moisture gets on it? It's the same thing. The throat tones, this A will swell when it gets warm. And when it swells, it comes out and it will lift this A flat, and then the horn won't play. Okay? So, let's check it now. Tight, tight, tight. So, this horn obviously needs a big trip to the repair shop, but we fixed it and we can get through the performance, and then we can get it to the shop. You're good to go. Well, thanks friends for joining me in part 1 of working on clarinets. We did some really emergency serious work on this today. Thanks very much for watching the videos, liking and subscribing to the channel. It's a real confidence boost. I'm very excited about growing this. new venture. If you need me, as always, my email address is wlmrepair@gmail.com. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment. Have something you want me to try? I'm down for it. These are skills that I've just developed over however many years at this point that I've been doing this. MacGyver is my middle name. So thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.